Alright everyone, good afternoon and welcome to another stream. Today, we are going to be exploring an old version of iOS that I actually did use quite a bit. Hold on. Anyway, let me check my YouTube. Open the YouTube app. Go here. And there it is. I found it. So, I put the other device in a protective case for now because it was getting warm. And I have it here. Try to crack it open. In a protective bag for right now. Right about there. A lot of this isn't going to really be visual. Okay, bag open. It'll mostly just be audio, except for the part when we actually need to get to one of my other devices that was kind of meh. Here it is. This is an Apple iPhone SE, and it didn't get many years of support. This particular model only got 1 year of support. It was released in 2016 and then dropped support in 2017. Hello. If that's who I think it is. Hi. Okay. I'm going to start unlocking the device, and I don't know if we're going to be able to do much with this. Alright. Just quick note, I wasn't really able to do much with this yet. This thing only has 16 gigabytes of storage. This iPhone SE.
Open camera. Button. 2:56 p.m.
And right away, you can tell that the lock screen looked completely different back then.
Saturday, 2:56.
You had the date and time. Actually, let me lock my current iPhone.
2:56 p.m.
To the far left,
Saturday.
on today's devices, you have the date.
Saturday, November 16th.
But on the iPhone SE, you had the time. Next, you have them swapped.
2:57 p.m.
There's my
Saturday,
Wi-Fi.
November 16.
Date on the iPhone, on the SE, time on the new one.
Unlock. Button.
Swipe up to Saturday 2:57 p.m. Swipe up to unlock. Show notifications
Open camera.
button.
Button.
On the new one, you have a show notifications button.
Open camera.
And you didn't have this before. Well, you don't have this much
Drink one flashlight.
on the new one anymore.
Camera. Camera.
Now you have a flashlight
Unlock.
and
HDR. Automatic.
okay, I don't want to do that.
Unlock. Button.
Swipe. Show drink water with flash camera. Flashlight.
On the new one, you have a flashlight. You can turn the flashlight on right from the lock screen, and that is a massive improvement.
Saturday, November 16.
On the old one, you used to have to swipe to unlock.
Chat message input. Chat ellipsis. Text.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
Flash. Automatic.
And I'm gonna get out of the camera because I don't want to be in there right now.
Add Micah Diamond. Micah the Fonte moderator. Hi.
Hello, Micah. So yeah, Alex wasn't really available on a lot of devices back when iOS 9.2 is what this thing is on. this iPhone SE.
3 of 3 white. Reminders.
Let's also have a look at this the top bar, because that also looked completely, well, a little different, not by much. Today, you have
2:58 p.m.
The time on the top left corner. On the old one, you have your cellular service at the top left.
2:59. Searching. 2:50. Searching.
Next to the time on the iPhone 14, on the new ones,
Dynamic Island.
you have the dynamic island. And actually, I don't have an iPhone 13, 12, or 11, so I can't really say what you guys see, if you have something else.
Searching. 2 of 3.
To the right of that, to the right of the cellular bar on the old device, you have your Wi-Fi signal.
Photos. Calendar. Set.
And this thing
2:59
is
p.m. 3 of 3
still retaining a very good date and time.
2:59 p.m.
To the right of the Wi-Fi signal, you have your time.
Cellular. 2. Dynamic.
To the right of the dynamic island on the 14, you have your cellular service, your signal.
LTE no.
And the Wi-Fi is to the far right, kind of.
Bluetooth on.
Oh, you didn't have this before. Well, you don't have this anymore. Just by the battery signal, which has not changed, you have the Bluetooth indicator.
72% battery.
79% battery power.
So they're at about the same percentage, not quite, but the 14 is at a higher percentage than the SE.
Q. Mike. Add emote. Die1. Hey. Well. Mike. Read. Alec. Mike. Die. Learn. Well. Open React 1. Open React.
So,
Welcome. Learn. Mike. Add emote. Chat message. Add emote.
Next, what I'm going to do
Bluetooth. Camera. Photos.
is
Map. Wallet.
we are going to go into, we're going to
Messages.
first explore the home screen, because the home screen back in the day in iOS 9 looked very different. Messages was the first icon on the top. Then you had calendar, photos, camera, weather, clock, maps, videos, wallet, notes, reminders, stocks, iTunes Store, App Store. So this is when you used to have a whole bunch of stuff on the home screen.
iBooks.
iBooks,
Double tap to open.
in today's day, it's just called books.
News. Bell.
News, health,
Settings.
settings. And I think before iOS 9 you had Passbook, which today is stocks.
Page 1 of 2. Page 2
Let's
of 2.
go up to page 2. And FaceTime was situated on page 2.
FaceTime. Calculator.
Then you had calculator,
Podcast.
podcasts,
Watch.
watch, the Apple Watch app we're familiar with today.
Game Center.
Your Game Center app, this is no longer a thing, and I'm very confused as to why they removed this.
Mike Elefante moderator. Hi. Add emote. Read. Alec.
It is no longer in iOS. I think they've now integrated it into all your games, like your Game Center achievements.
Extras folder. 6 apps.
You don't
Game Center.
have this anymore, your extras folder. They actually changed it, so now utilities, so it's now
J.
called utilities.
Extras folder. Opening extras folder. Compass.
Some of this stuff is still the same. You have compass, tips, voice memos, contacts, find my friends, and find my iPhone. You had 2 separate apps for this.
Closing extras folder. Extras folder. Page 2 of 2.
And that's it for this. There's really nothing. The dock remains almost the same. You have phone, Safari, and mail and music. So, that is a massive change over what we are familiar with today. Okay, now I'm going to lock this iPhone.
Screen lock.
I'm going to set it, I'm going to put it back in the case, in a protective bag I pulled it out from just before I started the stream, or when I started the stream. set this to the side. And you guys may be wondering, what is on my video capture? Well, we are dealing with a gateway desktop. And I think I talked about this before, and my capture card is finally working. So I finally have video signal not only from my Wii U, but also from my gateway. So I'm going to plug in a USB cable to the back, and I can't really install iTunes. Well, I could install iTunes on my MSI. In fact, I do have iTunes on the MSI. But the iPhone can't read the MSI. So there's a chance it'll be able to read this 2011 gateway. All I need to do next is plug in a hard drive and download some apps to get us started. And I'm going to control this gateway from a keyboard I have available. Alright, so... oh... and the sound isn't coming out. Let me just see if I can at least plug the iPhone. Let me see if I can at least plug the iPhone into this and not get a prompt that says this accessory is not supported, because that's exactly what I got on my MSI. So let's see.
Alert, 3:05 p.m. Saturday. This accessory is not supported by this device. Double tap to view. Actions available. Unlock. Button. Unlock. Messages. Double tap.
You know what I'm going to have to do, and I'm very mad I'm going to have to do this. I may have to do erase all content and settings
iBooks. Messages.
to see if
Messages.
this
Page 1 of
fixes it. So that's what we're going to do.
No, control center. Button. Display.
So we're going to go to General,
Settings. Back reset. Reset.
Reset.
General. Back reset. Erase all content and
Erase
settings.
all content and settings.
All media and data, and reset all settings. Erase iPhone.
Erase iPhone.
Alert. Are you sure you want to continue? All media, data, and settings will be erased. This cannot be undone. Erase
Yes.
iPhone. Erase iPhone. Reset. General. Back button. Reset. Reset.
Okay, now the phone is turning off. Oh, that is bad. Okay.
Play button. Welcome to learn more. Mike added chat message added emoji.
Okay. So now this thing is reading, now it's resetting the device. And if I can... okay. If I can... update this phone while erased using iTunes, either on the MSI or on the gateway, that would be great. For right now, I'm going to have to force shut down this gateway and turn it back on because... oh. Is it working? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
Taskbar.
Okay, it's not doing what I want it to do.
Taskbar.
Alright, I'm going to restart this, and there's some programs I'm going to have to reinstall on here. But everything
Shut down Windows
is working as it needs to, and I'm not going to close my OBS, and I'm not going to restart.
Restart.
I'm not going to restart my OBS. Yes, my thing is kind of looping twice, which, whatever.
Taskbar. Secure desktop.
Whatever. I'm just going to restart this gateway, and I'm going to let it... because if I just, like, leave it to rest for a long period of time, it goes back to sounding the way it's supposed to. And there's something I actually want to show you with this. So, let me see. Oh. Things turning back on.
Voiceover on. Menu.
This is a
Information. Button.
faire glisser pour configurer.
Okay, this is your start screen.
No SIM card. Insert. Okay. Insert a valid SIM with no pin lock to activate iPhone. Okay.
That's fine. We can actually activate it
English.
through iTunes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect it and plug it back in. Great. We don't get that alert anymore. That this alert or that this accessory is not supported.
74. No SIM. No SIM. Status 74%.
Français.
So you don't actually need to insert a SIM card to activate this. You could literally just
English. Back button.
you could literally just activate it through iTunes. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can perform an update on the thing. And that might do it for today, actually, because there's not much we can do with this. So, I'm going to...
United States. Button.
I'm going to...
Back button. Back. Choose a Wi-Fi network.
Yeah, see, and the setup assistant even looked different.
El Tunino. Secure.
Oh, I remember this. So let's highlight over a random Wi-Fi network just to show you.
V2F2G. Secure. Signal strength 69%.
You used to have a percentage
Spectrum Wi-Fi.
in your Wi-Fi,
El Tunino.
so that would be approximately 2 out of the 3 bars. 75% and higher is 3 bars. Now it just shows signal strength 2 of 3 bars, so it'll show you the bars instead of the percentage.
Secure. El Tunino. Secure. Signal strength 79%.
So my Wi-Fi is at 3 bars.
Choose a Wi-Fi network.
So that's... I need
Cancel.
to... Okay.
Button. Blueberry. Choose a Khalil. El Tunino. Enter password.
Okay, I'm gonna... Even the keyboard looked different.
More. Numbers. Space. Join. Delete. M.
So,
A.
most of this
Password.
keyboard
Secure. Text field. Is edit. Join.
looked almost the same, except instead of just saying numbers, it used to say more numbers.
Enter password. Heading.
So I'm going to connect this thing to Wi-Fi.
More. Shift.
Actually,
Cancel. Button.
you know what?
Back button.
I'm not going to connect it to Wi-Fi.
Choose another row 6 to choose another network. Picture D1CX. Choose another network. Other network. Name. Q. W. Name. Join. Cancel.
Oh, I have to connect to Wi-Fi.
Spectrum mode up. My spec.
Okay, I'm going to have to connect this to Wi-Fi real quick. So, and typing on this thing is probably going to get really tedious. So, I'm not... So, we're going to go to numbers. Symbols. Okay. Oh, you used to have that prompt as well. Next button enabled. That's I'm gonna not add a passcode.
iTunes back. Restore from iCloud back. Apps and data. Set up as new iPhone. Back button.
Did I set up as a new iPhone?
Then Apple. Apple. It said pass. Don't have an Apple ID or forgot it. But your Apple about used different. But you don't have an Apple.
I'm gonna click don't have an Apple ID or forgot it just to ignore
Top of screen. Top of screen. Top of screen.
this.
Top of shop for your favorite books and sync book. Make it. Send a link. Shop. Find. Get an app. What is it? Set up later in settings.
Set this later in settings.
Are you sure you don't use Apple ID? Don't
Don't use.
In progress. Back button. Back terms and conditions. Send writing. Agree.
Agree.
Siri. Siri sends it. Turn on Siri. Link. Turn on Siri. Right. Help app. Diagnostics. About send. Don't send. Don't send. Send. Diagnostics. Help Apple improve. Don't send
Fine.
to Apple. Back button. App analytic. Help button. Share with app developers. Welcome to iPhone.
Oh well,
Get started.
we didn't need a SIM card.
Get home. Pay. Alert. Software update. Close. iOS 12 is now available for your iPhone. Close. Close.
But watch what happens
Settings.
when we try to update. Okay, let me see if this gateway is ready.
Settings. General. Back button.
No, it's not. At least I don't think it is. Oh, there it is. We're gonna have lagging sound for a little while, so
Software update. Check in progress. Check software update.
alright, here's what I'm gonna do.
72% battery power.
Okay, tell me if we get, let's see if we can get this alert.
Unable to check for update. And can try again. Try again. Try again.
'Cause I don't-
Software update. General. Back
I hope we do not get this alert.
This accessory
No.
is not supported by this device. Dismiss. Dismiss. General.
Okay. Yeah, so this is pretty much useless to us. Even on the gateway. On the gateway computer.
Checking in progress.
So, and I don't even have a lightweight computer I can use that doesn't use as many resources just to update this thing. So, at this point, this device is pretty much just declared unusable because I literally cannot get a software update
General.
going on this thing.
Software update. Software up. Top starting tab. 4-finger single tap near bottom of screen. Move to the last element. 4-finger double tap. Stopping tab. Software up.
And this is like very buggy.
Reset.
So,
General. Erase all
unfortunately,
this will delete erase iPhone.
this
Erase
iPhone,
Are you cancel erase iPhone? Erase
if
iPhone.
I could literally get it to at least update through iTunes while erased, that's what I would like to do. But while it actually has data on a home screen or something, I have found that I cannot do anything with it. So,
Chat added Michael Lefante moderator. Download welcome to open one. Night talk.
yeah, that's
Expand track position.
bad. Okay. And it's restarting. And it is restarting because I heard the jingle on the gateway indicating that it is about to start. So we're not going to get the not supported alert just yet because if I can at least update this thing directly while it is erased, that's what I would like to do. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open File Explorer on the gateway, and you'll be able to see that that's what I'm going to do because I have a keyboard attached to this gateway. So, yeah. We may need to look over some stuff here. Oh, and I don't even have an NVDA turned on. So let me just do that. Okay, I don't know why my drive just opened, but I am going to close that because that's not what needed to happen. There we go. Alright, let's go here. I don't have one. I don't think I... No. I don't want to be here right now. I don't want to be in OneDrive right now. Alright, let me look for my Ninite. This, and hopefully this will do what it needs to. Okay, let's see. Let me just change one of my settings here in Windows, because, yeah. And I am going to need to restart some stuff. So, alright, let me get back here. Okay, I'm going to reinstall these because this isn't working the way I would like it to. That's, yeah. Okay. It's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff in here I don't need. That's gone. That can go away. No, that can stay. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. This can go away. Okay, let's let this thing. So I'm just kind of letting the installer just do its thing here. And let's go in here. Probably not the smartest idea on an Intel Celeron computer. On a computer with a... Okay. Yeah, see, it modified everything. This is going to take a long time to download everything, so... Okay. You know what? For the remainder of the stream, I'm going to actually use my headset mic. I'm gonna attach a sound card to my computer and then we'll use that. So let me just attach the headset first and then the sound card. So okay, I don't need this. Move my USB to Lightning, Type-C to Lightning, and then just get it in. Okay, that's my actual computer. Just made the plug-in sound. All right, we should. Okay, please don't tell me that the sounds went back to their defaults, because even though... Good, they didn't. They didn't. Alright, I'm gonna double check what's going on here real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, you know what's going on here? My sounds... Well, you're not hearing my computer at all. You're not hearing the gateway at all. So, I need to modify something real quick in OBS so that you guys do hear it. Because... Yeah, alright, let me just do something here. But you should be seeing it. Tell me I can get in here, please. I hope my NVDA did not crash on me. Okay, good. It didn't. Doesn't seem like it did anyway. Do turn on narrator for a bit, just to see. Okay, I'm gonna remove this CD.
Chat message input, chat, ellipsis, text field, is editing, insertion point at start. Use the rotor to access misspelled words.
Oh, and it just closed out a whole thing. Need to go in here. It just like closed the whole... Okay. That's fine. Let me see. Okay, I need to adjust this. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I go in here? It's seeing many of the same stuff. Uh-uh. This is annoying. I'm gonna have to do advanced audio properties and hope that it does not glitch, because... Okay. I'm gonna get out of here because I don't really need this right now. I'm not streaming with my Switch. I may need to use JAWS, so hopefully I don't have to, but if it almost seems like it's gonna glitch out on me, then I might. Yep, I'm gonna use JAWS, because this is, like, really getting annoying. I may need to update my JAWS as well, so... Yep. Much better. Let me see. Hopefully I can actually access this. I'm gonna get out of NVDA if I can. Not yet. Okay, you know what? Mm. Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna load. Because I'm able to move around, but... Yeah, and I can hear the video capture device, but... Yeah, this is like... Let me see if I can get in here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to set... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Let me test this real quick. This may not be a great solution, but...
Braille screen input. Space. Stop it. Add in. Micah. Diamond. Learn more.
Yeah, okay. Let me just test this real quick. Hold on. Okay, that's as good as it gets. Yes. Okay, that worked. So, my auxiliary number 2 will be my audio devices. And then... Okay. Cool. So now we can actually use our devices. So now I don't need to mess with anything more because I was able to change this in settings to use auxiliary mode, which it's just, I mean, it's whatever, but...
Hide details. Finish place and retouch. Close spot. Desktop list NVDA to 18.
18 icons are now on my desktop.
iTunes 15.
I'm not going to sign into an Apple ID just because I don't need to.
iTunes software license agreement. Agree button alt. Pre desktop list. iTunes 15 of 18.
So I'm going to unlock the iPhone and
Pen.
get
iTunes window. Welcome to iTunes. Welcome.
It's gonna keep saying that, but it's whatever, because
iTunes is the simplest. Do you agree? Lawnmower. No thanks for agree more.
that's fine.
Music introduction. New songs and go to the side into the volumes. Up next spot. Search edit button. Music bot. Library ready for you. Ready. Browser ready. Radio ready. Store ready. Library side battery. Library. Edit button. Music playlists button. Hide button. Music introduction. Music. Songs and videos. You go to the side into the volume side. Up next. Search it.
Yeah, it's not even appearing. Alright, let me disconnect the iPhone. Because if I can't even update it here, then it's just declared unusable.
Français.
Button. English. Button.
Alright, hold on.
Well, 1. Top Mac Club Clip Live Expect Track Full Screen Live.
Okay, I don't know.
News and interests window. MSN. Web content region.
Okay, I'm not sure what that was all about, but...
iTunes window button. Music button. Library for you. Browse radio. Store. Live. Edit. News. Hide. Music. Library side. News. Hide.
Hi,
Show
this.
button. Music. News. Songs. Go to the side in. Volume up. Next. Search edit button. Music button. Button. Context menu. Search and type filter. All on iTunes. Music button. Library ready for you. Radio. Browse radio button. Not checked. Radio ready. Store radio. Library side battery view.
Okay. Well, I can't really do anything with this iPhone. Literally nothing can be done about it. So, either the computers I have are too much for it.
Screen dim.
Français.
Deutsch. Nihongo. Button.
Néerland.
Italien. Espagnol. English. Button. Select back.
But
United States. Button.
it has led me to...
Back button. Set up your iPhone using iTunes. My Spectrum Wi-Fi. Set up your iPhone using iTunes if your Wi-Fi network is not available.
Okay, there it is.
Connect to iTunes. Connect to iTunes. Back button. Choose Kalilan. Secure. My Spectrum set up your iPhone. Connect to iTunes. Alert. Continue. Continue. Back button. Back button. Back button. Connect to iTunes.
Now I'm stuck on this prompt.
Connect to
Now, so here's what I'm not sure.
Library. Edit. New. Show more. Music. News. Songs. Go to the side in. Volume up. Next. Search button. Music. Library for you. Browse. Radio. Store. Live. Edit. Music.
This is the only thing I have, obviously.
connect to iTunes.
Because now it's going to tell me to, like, now if I connect to Wi-Fi, it's going to tell me to insert a SIM card. And I do not have one. I mean, I already erased this thing once. I already erased this thing a second time as well.
New notification from Windows Explorer. USB device not recognized. The last USB device you connected to this computer malfunctioned, and Windows does not recognize it. One of one window.
So now it's really starting to become a big deal because even the computer doesn't see it. So, oh, why is this open? Okay, I don't need the hard drive anymore. And I'm gonna move this to the front, the iPhone. In hopes that I may be able to get a connection to iTunes via it to the front.
New notification from Windows Explorer. USB device not recognized. The last USB device you connected to this computer malfunctioned, and Windows does not recognize it. One of one window.
Okay. This is the only USB cable
I have that this computer can take. I mean, my other option is to, I don't even know if this is going to work, but I have a kind of decent charger. It has like 4 different ports, one of which can take my Switch, another can take the iPhone. Let's pull it out, actually. It's a really nice little thing, but I don't really think it works anymore, so I haven't used it in a few years. It also has a USB port in the back if you wanted to plug it in an Apple Watch, so that's cool. It has a little space in the center if you wanted to hook up AirPods. Okay, so let's set this here. You cannot use this as a dock. This does not have an HDMI port. It's just a charger. Okay, this is like really starting to become like annoying. Alright, let me set this iPhone here. And it doesn't even see it. Doesn't even see it on that one. And it probably doesn't see it on this one either, on the right. Because it has 2 iPhone slots.
Charging device battery, 68%. Image.
Nice. I remember that alert you used to get. That was if you were going to be like, you were charging your stuff. Now you don't get that anymore. Now that I also have it here, let me see if I can also connect. Let me see if I can also put my Switch on this dock. USB port on this thing is very shallow. And I'm not even sure if it's going to read it.
Hello.
Information.
Slide to setup. Slide.
Setup. Connect.
Yeah.
68% battery power. Charging.
But what
Status
matters
item. Swipe.
is that it read it. Like, all the devices I've connected it to, it read it. So I'm going to remove my Switch and I'm going to put it back in the dock. And there's not really much I can do with this iPhone, unfortunately. So either the computers we have don't work, are not like something it can support, or there's something in the software where it's not allowing it to read. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power this phone off.
Hola. Power off. Power off.
And that's just, yeah, I can't really do anything with this.
Can't power off. Power iPhone shutting. Cancel. Power off. Voiceover off.
Okay. Wow. And the iPhone does take a few seconds to shut down compared to today. So I was able to not only shut off the phone, but also turn voiceover off. So basically it's declared unusable at this point. I mean, I can't update it via the system. I can't even, like, none of the computers are going to read it. So, yeah, that's a very big shame. But in size, this iPhone is actually a little bit taller than my hard drive. About 3 inches big, but not nearly as wide. And the iPhone's a bit more deeper. Well, actually, the hard drive's a bit more deeper. So, the iPhone actually sits lower to the surface. It's more shallow. So, in no way does this iPhone retain the size of the hard drive. In no way does it.
24. Actions available.
So, at least we were able to kind of look at it and see what it looked like before. Now I'm going to show you kind of what this computer sounds like after a restart when it's been connected to this capture card. Because yes, we do finally have visuals. Okay, get this out of the way. Close this. And close the stupid hard drive from opening. Come on. There we go. I'm going to put this away. It's pretty much broken for the most part. Can't really use it for much. So yeah. It's a bummer. Anyway. That does it for this stream. But before I end the broadcast, I'm going to show you what the sounds are like in the sound font and in the quieter setting, or like in the louder
Start
case.
window.
I'm going to go to
Calculator. App. Press
change system
Google
sounds.
Chrome. Change the sound dialog. Say OK button. Sounds
At least
property.
we got a
Level 1.
sound schemes and display going on here. So we have this.
Critic. Default. Critic. Critic. Default. Desktop. Device. Device.
Those are the sounds you just heard.
Device. Extra. Exit win. Exit Windows 1 of.
And we're going to set this thing back to the Windows XP sound scheme so that you can hear what it sounds
Instant message.
like when we shut it down.
Low battery alarm 1.
Because I'm probably going to get on Hearthstone a little bit and I'm not going to have time to
Save
really
sound key.
mess with this computer.
XP. Say delete button. Pro. Exit
So that's what you're going to hear when we shut this thing
on
down.
iTunes window. Library.
But that's a bummer. A big bummer.
Start bot. Task view bot.
Alright, we're going to shut
Shut
this
down.
thing
Restart. Shut down.
Alright, and that's going to do it for this stream.
Task bar. Secure desktop.
I'll see you later. And, yeah. You guys take it easy.